What makes something exceptionally good quality is something that cannot really be quantified. Something can be technically perfect in every way and yet not achieve full marks because it didn't have that extra spark, that bit of inspiration to make it stand out from the rest. It also works the other way round. Shadowplay has a number of flaws, yet it greatly redeems itself through its themes, which are nothing short of genius. If you can nail the technical side and do something remarkable, unique or inspired, then you're looking at 5 out of 5 territory. You may already see where this is going. So what is it that's exceptional about BrutalWeather's animations? The answer, everything. Okay, so I presented that a bit over-dramatically. To clarify, not every individual element, like the animation, the writing, or the voice acting, is remarkable taken on its own. It's more about how they work as a whole. To explain what I mean, I'll be reviewing an animation titled Bad Night. I picked this because it is typical of BrutalWeather in many ways, but also unique in that it has a relatively large amount of spoken dialogue. The voice acting is great, and much like with Seacat in Pinky Pool, Wubcake really sells the role as Twilight. To begin with, we see her complaining about not being able to sleep due to her wings not allowing her to find a comfortable position.
Oh, how can it be possible to sleep with you?
This is quite topical due to Twilicorn being something of a hot potato even to this day. It's hard not to see it on some level as a light-hearted reference to all those fans who have raged about it over the years. What happens next is, well, I think it's best I just play the clip.
Stupid wings.
Really? Forget you purple wench!
Now, if the context for this were even slightly different, it could easily come across as quite jarring, but this is an example of how BrutalWeather's animations are more than the sum of their parts. Surreal humour is a recurring theme in these videos. For example, in Apple Thief, Applejack is a guard dog. No explanation, just she's a guard dog, now accept it. As a joke, it works because it is both observational, satirising Applejack's protectiveness of the orchard, and ironic when Winona appears next to her. But even in spite of that, an idea so absurd could have been hard to swallow if it wasn't for the quirkiness of the animation, which contains slapstick reminiscent of the Looney Tunes, and the suitably goofy sound effects that go with it. Similarly, in Bad Night, the slapstick which follows Twilight's wings rebelling really helps sell a clear tone. There's also the fact that it's a dream, which basically gives you free license to do all kinds of weirdness. Sometimes the outlandish ideas do stretch a little too far. In the Cutie Remark prequel, a pre-reformed Starlight escapes with the magic scroll by falling into the TARDIS. Even as a Doctor Who fan, this frustrates me, because why is it there? A brief shot of Doctor Who's wandering the grounds near the beginning might have at least indicated some kind of setup. On the whole, though, no elements feel too jarring. The dream within a dream scenario presented in Bad Night is predictable, but that doesn't really matter, because the payoff as you are waiting for Twilight's wings to spring to life again is still satisfying.
It's just a dream.
Oh, really?
Some of the subtle touches really add an awful lot. We discussed with Pinky Pool how a title or credit sequence can become obtrusive, but here the additional footnote about Twilight constructing new wings complements the main animation well without ever imposing on it. It's details like this which come together to not only form a cohesive whole but one with a distinctive identity. The writing, animation, artwork, voice acting, sound design and all other elements may have their own imperfections, but when held together in unison, the result is a product quite outstanding. Don't forget to subscribe for the occasional not very bright idea.